People knew I was gay. I didn't publicly announce I'm gay until I ran for Congress in 1996, and then everybody knew. It was not easy. I was raised in a very rural family, provincial in many ways, and my mother was quite a church person, and I went to the Southern Baptist Church, and it was tough, not because they did anything towards me or pointed towards me. It's just that I knew that I had to protect my guard. It was tough to always have to pretend that I was. I don't know what pretending to be straight is like, but that's what I struggled with. I didn't know what being gay was at first. I'd heard about fairies, and I had obviously heard of people talking about someone who was not like everybody else in very derogatory terms. And it wasn't till, believe it or not, I didn't think it applied to me at first. I didn't know that. And I was probably 17, 18, when I realized that it applied to me too. So it was hard to hear people that you were close to, family, friends, people you worked with often, listen to their, I guess you'd call it, backroom talk, because it was crude and it was very derisive and destructive. And then as I got older, to realize that they were actually physically abusive to gay people, and that was me. It was scary. I left Oklahoma. I went to New York. I lived there in the early part of the 60s, and it was a great time to explore physically. And I was always looking for that partner in someone else. Never found him. Never found them. I've never had a lover. I've never had a partner. I've observed that happening to lots of gay people in their lives when they give up. It was always embarrassing for me, and this is not an easy thing for my really out gay friends, but it was always embarrassing to me to be very out, very obvious. That was something that I just sort of naturally steered away from. And then after I announced that I'm gay with a public letter in Oklahoma running for Congress, it made the news everywhere, even the New York Times. Well, people that were my friends, a lot of them disappeared or were uncomfortable. People that I didn't know became very good friends, and they were not gay, but very supportive. And it was just a lot easier to deal with real issues and do things that were important in my mind. And to be, I didn't have to watch over my shoulder anymore. It was a lot easier. I sent out 200 and some letters to all the chairmen and leaders of the 24 counties that I would have to run for, it was, well, maybe I shouldn't run. Maybe I need to just pull back. And I had a good friend who said, you know, Paul, you'd make a great congressman for us. I'll vote for you, my family will vote for you, my friends will vote for you, but none of us will stand up for you. And I was at home, and I went in, I remember very clearly going into the bathroom and looking at myself in the mirror. And I thought, you know, you'll never be able to live with yourself if you don't run. Well, I was the first openly gay candidate for a federal office nationwide. I got notes from mothers, thank you for doing this. I got notes from young people. One of them said, thank you for running, for being open. My father knows you and he likes you very much, and you've made my life so much easier. Well, there was a young man that I knew who was an assistant to a county commissioner, and it became widely known that he is gay. And so then he ran for re-election, and he won. And he told me, he says, I don't think I could have done that if you hadn't run first. And that's an important note. It always makes me emotional here, but someone had to do it first. And that's important to anybody that's trying to think about what they're going to do. Someone has to be first.